What's going on, guys? It's ATG here with Dan the Man. How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good.
All right. What did you do today?
Got 25th place out of 500 some person regional at Dallas.
All right. So what were you playing today?
Today I was playing literally the best deck because Despia fucking sucks.
Fuck yeah.
It gets outed. It gets outed so much. It gets outed so quickly by this deck, Swordsoul.
All right. So
All
let's
right.
get to the profile. Smith, take it away.
Yeah, man, this deck's pretty standard, but he's got a little bit of spice in his extra deck, though.
Yeah.
It's fucking nice.
You know, like I said, standard 3 Ecclesia. Literally one of the best extenders, best starters, best baits out there. People be ashing this and stuff while you still have your Moya in hand.
Yeah, that card's jailbait.
Yeah, it's like literally jailbait. You got 3 Moyes, 3 Long Young. I'm playing 1 Taye. I know a lot of people are opting to play 2. I think that's incorrect because you really shouldn't be needing more than 1 Taye. I understand.
But there's 2 pot of desires, man. What's going on?
Here's the thing. If you're relying on Taye to win, you probably shouldn't be winning, honestly.
Facts.
Fair enough.
Then I have here the other searchers for him,
So
for my
the
starters.
ash bait.
Yeah. Literally the biggest ash bait of this deck, but yet I never got ashed on it this
Almost
entire
nice.
tourney. Yeah.
And Dan
Bro,
fucking
emergence-
cracked. Dan had all the matchups I wanted, bro.
Oh, yo, it was pretty nice, not gonna lie. Emergence, pretty good, especially when you're in top deck mode.
Literally.
I have this one.
Best
So,
spell
3
card in
vessel.
the game.
Yeah, 3 vessel. This guy got ashed once, but it was fine because I had all the tennies in hand.
I
So-
can't even say that's ash bait, dude. That's like game right there.
Dude, that card is a god card.
Bro,
if you
this-
open that card, you just win.
Bro, this card, literally the time that I would resolve it, I was already spinning back the entire board. It just wasn't. People just couldn't really stop this unless they ashed it.
That's crazy. So I'm assuming you're not playing the circle quick play spell.
No, I think that card's bad right now just because what are you really dodging? Imperm, Veiler, but at that point, like, what are you really gonna do with that? You bring out Shatana. Shatana doesn't help you against the Despia matchup, and you're adding more bricks to the deck while you're not. Well, I'm trying to keep it as consistent as possible.
Okay.
Have the 3 Ashinas, 3 Vishudas, 3 Adharas, you know, standard. 3-3 ratio.
Probably the best cards in the game, huh?
Oh man, these cards help you so much break boards. A lot of the plays that I would do was literally special this, use a long one pitch, and if they didn't do anything to it, I would just go to Yazi. Yazi would just start popping cards for free. Also, they really help you bait out a lot of hand traps as well, a lot of interruptions.
Because they don't want you to be going into monk.
Yeah. Against the Despia matchup, like one of the things though, that I really enjoy about this deck is that a lot of people probably don't know is if you start off with this, you're more than likely already forcing out the Mirror Jade. Because if you go into this and they don't banish this, you go into monk, you're not threatening them already with a Vishuda to bounce your stuff. And Despia folds to this deck real easily. Both of my Despia matchups, they were a quick 2-0, 10 minutes. Then
Sheesh.
this thing just deck's pretty good against it. Hand trap wise, going with standard 3 ash. I'm playing 2 bells. Originally I was testing 2 bells, 1 crow. At the end decided just to stick with the 2 bells. I have 3 droplets for going second,
That card is cracked.
and 3 imperms. This is all my going second cards. So the reason why I opted out of DD Crow is because Bell just hits more stuff in my opinion, while DD Crow gets rid of it. Bell just stops it outright, and for this deck, if you can stop a play going on, you can just kill him next turn. You could stop the Brave token package with this. You could stop Branded in Red. If you're going up against like other matchups, like this card has a lot of applications. You can use this against Invoked if there's any Invoke players.
No.
You know, bro, it's
Shifter sucks.
bro, it's 2022.
That and it being a level 3 tuner is pretty
Yeah.
big because of the spice.
Bro,
Bro dropped a year on
the
it.
level and the fact that it's a tuner came up twice, and it was actually pretty nice. Like I said, 3 imperm, and 3 Droplet. Nothing too much, but Droplet really put in a lot of work.
Against that Drytron matchup.
Oh man.
Double Benton.
Sheesh. You know, like I said, I want to keep this deck consistent as possible. So I got the 2 pots. It's back to 2.
Thank you for not having them rare.
Yeah, I don't know why they went to. I don't even understand why I went to 1, but 2 is fine. It was a ratio that I was playing in before because something that I already do is pot to a pot, which actually happened to me once this tournament, but it was fine because I was going up against Despia, so it just didn't really matter since I already had my entire engine rolling.
It's a buy.
Yeah,
it really
literally,
bro.
Despia's a buy. I don't understand why.
Why everyone has so much
Yeah.
trouble with that deck?
Yeah, it's like I don't understand how people are struggling with that. You know, 1 call buy.
God card.
Oh, that's
Literally God card.
That's the sack card now.
Bro, this card got me my game 1 match. No, not my game 1. My game 1 match. It got me my game 1 on my final match. Because Albin cracked plus this card. It's game. Got Orange Light, called by it, and that was it. Sealed the deal.
Sheesh.
Okay, because
That quick,
I
that
like.
quick.
Yeah, that quick. Then, you know, the 1 blackout. It's our back row removal for in case we go paired up against back row decks. But at the same time, against other decks, you just get rid of 2 of their bodies. So it's pretty nice. The token generating part actually came up to me a couple times. Whenever I get my Moye Ashed, I use Lanyong to pitch another worm monster or, you know, Swordsoul card. Then I'll just synchro off the token Moye, Chichao, banish this, and then I would still go into my level 10. So it just didn't matter. It was a free trade. They would imperm Valor, and I basically still ended on my board.
How often did you set it out?
So here's the thing. Whenever I go second, I usually always side these 2 out. The only time I didn't side this out was whenever I was going up against a back row deck, which was 4 of my matchups. So
Some more Ooga Booga decks.
yeah,
Booga,
yeah, bro. Those
Trash decks.
those decks, like, you don't want to get Mystic Mind by them, especially not on a deck like this, because if this is like your only out, then I don't know what to tell you.
Alright,
It's basically just game if they do that to you.
how many in the main deck?
Straight 40, perfect 40. Nothing.
Ooh, the perfect 40.
Perfect 40. I honestly, when I change anything, everything's worked out pretty well for me. Tested out for 2 weeks. Pretty good.
Alright, what we got next?
Alright, now we're going over the extra. So, you know, for links, we're playing 1 shaman, 3 monks. I wouldn't say this is standard because I know some people playing 2 monks instead, but sometimes in the grind game, or like if you open kind of bad, you literally just end like on double monk just to get your tennies to go off. And sometimes that's the most important part of this deck, just knowing how to properly use your tennies. And also because of the Despia matchup, you're always gonna get 1 banished, so have 2 backups. And then for the Yang Xing cards, have the 1 Chaofeng. Made it once today, and it got me the match. Literally, just made against Drytron, game 3. Won the match after that. They just couldn't out it. And the 1 Yazi, I love Yazi. Can be targeted, really good. Free specials from deck.
Summons your tie.
Yeah, this card summons Taie, or if not, sometimes like if you're trying to play around a collector, which somebody had already collected me, and I was able to make a Taie. From there, all I did was just pop their stuff, bring out my Ashina, and just started linking off. Didn't really matter. The God card, Baxia. When you resolve 2 of these in 1 turn, like, you're basically winning the game. You can't lose that game. And if you do, then you did something horribly wrong.
Dude, Boxia looping crazy.
If you can loop Taie with Boxer, whew, pretty good. Swordsoul cards, 2 Chichaos, standard. For the boss monsters, have the Xingying and the Sinister. Sinister put in so much work.
Dude, Sinister's a card.
Like, I got
Best $4 secret ever.
Bro, I got a Mystic Mind, and I chained Sinister to it to banish it. They took the damage, and then I just chained Blackout and popped 2 of the other cards after they set them. which I popped the Land of Demise, and that was it. They couldn't play afterwards because I just double backseated them.
Fair.
One Draco Berserker, I made it like twice. One as an extra interruption, and two to play around.
Token collector?
No, it wasn't Token Collector. It was to play around one of their, what was it? One of their Drytrons. Alright, and another boss card that we have, Baron. It honestly kind of sucks. Not like sort of. I'd rather have Sinister over Baron, honestly. I never respected Nib. If they had Nib, they had it, and if not, then I just.
That card doesn't exist, bro.
Yeah, if I didn't get Nib, I just got a free pot of greed.
It really does.
Like I literally just refilled my hand for whatever I was using for combo. And the last card on my extra was Psychic End Punisher.
The fuck is this?
Yeah,
Literally.
it's a level 11 synchro, came out in the newest set. Used it twice, once to swing for game. And I did it against a branded Despia player just to flex on them. And the second time it was to clear my board because I got Mystic Mind. But this card is actually pretty nutty. You get a free banish, you get to like becomes unaffected by activated effects, and during battle it becomes huge to the difference of you and your opponent's life, and this thing's already huge, it's 35. So you just add that onto there. Like this is my pseudo towers and it's my out 2 pseudo towers.
Alright, well, let's get to the next part. What you got here?
Alright, I got the side is worked out pretty well for me. The one reboot, two twisters, 3 storms. This is mostly for back row hate right here. Nothing too much about it. Don't want to get feather storm.
Fair.
This hits the twisters just hit the bird matchup, hits the Brandon matchup. This plus a droplet just ends branded, honestly. This was mostly for hard back row decks like Eldritch, ironically a true Draco player that I played against today.
Alright, continue.
Alright, 3 D-Bearers, never use them for the actual purpose, which is supposed to be for the Brandon matchup, because they would go first and I would just kill them, then they would go first again and I would still kill them. So I cited them in for that, never got used for that. Instead they got used for Drytrons. I just called Ritual and they kind of choked up right there.
Sounds good.
And the last 3, kind of wish I had DD Crows instead, was Nibs.
You're respecting it.
Not so much because I know people are not respecting Nib, especially not this deck. So I'm trying to catch them lacking out here. But and also all the rogue matchups. But Nib, I didn't see it. I didn't miss it. If anything, I'd rather just have like an extra layer. DD Crows hits a good amount of cards as well. That way, extra hand traps. But Nib just wasn't it. The deck can OTK by itself.
Sounds good. Did you have any shout outs for today?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out to ECG, to Media Plays, to one of my friends from Virginia who also got his top with Swordsoul, and we're just theorizing so much about it. And that's it.
Well, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it, Dan.
Alright, nice having you here. One of my friends from Virginia who also got his top with Swordsoul, and we're just theorizing so much about it. And that's it.
Well, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it, Dan.
Alright, nice having you here.